if you want to change your mindset and your outlook, and you realize you only have one life and you actually want to make this life incredible, and you don't want to be stuck with this trash outlook on life that you're like, I'm unlucky, I can't be successful, I can't do this, I'm afraid of everyone's opinions, and you want to change that, keep watching, because I'm gonna tell you everything that I've learned. And I used to be the shyest, most insecure, like, you have no idea how bad it was. And I couldn't even talk in class, I couldn't do a presentation, I couldn't stick up for myself, like, it was so bad. But now I will literally go out and like be like, can I have this job? Like, I will go and look for anything to build myself. So I'm gonna teach you. So this video is basically how to become successful in any criteria. Like, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get a job, if you want to become successful on social media, if you want to, whatever it is that you're trying to do, just follow this advice. The first thing, you need to be able to accept help. You have to be able to ask for help and accept. This world, you're not the only person placed on this world for a reason. You're not alone on this planet, and there's a reason for that, okay? We are a society. We are here to help each other. That's why they call it like a village. Like, it takes a village. It really does. You can't be successful just on your own. Like, sure, it would be great if like you could just become a billionaire on your own, but no, you need followers, you need I don't know, like a team behind you, you need banks, you need all these things. Like, you can't, like, people are like, I am a self-made billionaire. Well, okay, sure, like, you might have like built it mainly by yourself, but there were banks that helped you, there were your parents who raised you, there were your friends who were there for you, there was, you know, all these things. So you need to be able to accept help, because nobody has built anything ever by themselves. So there's this one kid that I worked with, and he had a sister, and he was really willing to accept help. Okay, so he would go out of his way to ask for food, to ask for clothes, like, because the school can provide it. Like, if you reach out, they will provide it. Or if they see that you're in a situation where your parents make no money or whatever, they will like be like, take this food home, or eat this lunch that we are providing, or have these snacks, or like have these clothes. So he would take any of the resources available, because he knew that he needed it. Like, he wouldn't survive without them. And so if he knew that if he wanted to get out of that situation, if he wanted to get an education, if he wanted to actually change his environment, he would need to accept the help. But his sister didn't realize that, because obviously at this age, they're teenagers. At this age, it can be embarrassing. Like, they don't want to accept help, they want to be like everybody else. So she was not wanting or willing to accept it. Like, she was just really like, my life sucks. So she, for now, is not succeeding in the same way as he is. So basically, like, at the end of the day, we would give them food, and like, he would be like, thank you, like, I need this, I need this, like, my family doesn't have it. But she'd be like, no, we don't need food, like, we're just like, we have everything that we need at home. Meanwhile, there's nothing at home. And so he is coming to school every day, learning, socializing, making the best out of his situation, but she is not coming to school. She is not doing these things. So he is going to be able to make something out of the nothing that he has right now, because he's going to build an education. He's going to learn the social skills to get out of that situation, and to get a job, and to, you know, find a way to get out of the situation. And so that goes for literally anything. Like, if a family member offers to watch your kids so you can go to school, and you're like, no, I don't need help, like, it's okay, like, I got this, like, I can do everything on my own. No, you can't. No, you cannot. Like, they are offering help. There's no shame in accepting help. Or if you're trying to lose weight and they're like, oh, like, I know this really amazing trainer, like, they'll give you a discount if you want, or like, and you're like, no, I don't need it, it's okay, like, I can do everything on my own. No, you can't. And there's like, you're not better than anyone because you do things on your own. You can get somewhere a lot faster if you would just accept the help. You would become so much more successful if you would just accept the help. Or like, if you are wanting to get into a med school program or a law school program, and you want, like, if you want to get in and people are like, oh, you should probably go ask a professor for help on how to apply, or you should ask a professor to like point you in the direction of like somebody who would be doing the admission, and you're like, no, like, I can't, like, I need to do this on my own, like, I don't want help from anybody else, I don't want them to tell me what they're looking for, I just want to do this on my own, I want to be able to say that I did it on my own. There's no benefit to being able to say that you did everything on your own. People make it seem like this is an amazing thing, that you're like some self-made whatever the heck, but it's like, no, like you need help to get to somewhere faster. Like the more help that you accept, the faster you will get to your desired destination. Like imagine two people want to go to Mexico and one person takes a plane, takes, you know, a cab, somebody offers to show them where the hotel is, and they're like, okay, thank you, and another person walks. They're like, I don't need help, I don't need this, I don't need that. That's basically what you're doing. And then the person who took the cab and the plane and whatever, they're in Mexico and they're having a great time, they're like, oh my god, yay. And then you come trotting in like 300 weeks later and you're like, everyone, I did it on my own, I got here on my own. And everyone's gonna be like, okay, cool, like we've been here this whole time. Like everyone's gonna become more successful than you because you can't accept a lick of help. Another thing is that your fear of judgment is killing you, okay? Is killing any amount of success that you could ever acquire in your life. I'm so sorry, this light is horrific, but anyway. If you cannot get over your fear of people judging you, you are going to get nowhere. And I know that sucks, and I know that's harsh to say, but if you are afraid that people are going to laugh at you, or that people are going to talk behind your back, or you're going to get nowhere. Because people are everywhere. Rude people are everywhere. Nice people are everywhere. People are everywhere, okay? And there's nothing you can do about it. No matter what you do, people are going to judge you, okay? People are going to judge you. If you have a basic 9 to 5, people are going to judge you. If you have a social media account where you're posting your face, people are going to judge you. If you're working your 9 to 5, people are going to be like, that's a boring job, she's stuck in her 9 to 5, blah blah blah. If you have have a really like social media job and you're like talking about stuff and you're on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, they're going to be like, she's looking for attention. Like people are going to judge no matter what, and the only thing that you can control is what you put out. If you're putting things out with good intention and you're happy and it's good energy, and somebody else twists that and makes it a really negative thing and they're like all judging, haha, laughing, that's their own problem. That's really, really miserable. That sucks. That's their own problem though. You can't do shit about that. And so for example, if I would have never taken any job opportunity that came my way, because I have worked with like special needs kids and stuff, and sometimes like you need to put yourself in really embarrassing situations when you work with them, because the kids will put you in really humiliating, awkward, scary situations. And if I was like, no, I'm too scared, people are going to judge me, I'm too scared, people are going to laugh at me because I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what they're doing when they're starting. And half the time, even after they started, they don't know what they're doing because life is hard. Situations are hard. Situations that you don't know how to handle, they come up all the time, no matter whether or not you've been in the industry for a year or 50 years. And your fear of judgment is usually stronger than any judgment you will ever receive, because we are our worst critics, okay? The other day, I was working my job, and I did something that I found really embarrassing, okay? And I talked to people later about it, and I even talked to people who saw it happen, and I was like, that was so embarrassing, and they were like, what was so embarrassing? Like, they literally forgot about it, because we magnify things so much because it's our life. Obviously, we are like the main center of our lives, so it's in our brains all the time. First perspective is going to be, you know, more embarrassing than anything we see that's third perspective, right? So in the first point of view, I was literally like, that's so embarrassing that I did that, like I should have known better than to do that, blah blah blah. But everyone else forgot about it because they have their own shit going on. Nobody cares about what you're doing. Nobody cares to sit there and laugh about what you're doing because they have other shit going on. They have other things to worry about. And if someone does sit there and care about what you're doing, that sucks to be them. They have nothing else to do. They have nothing else to do but to sit there and laugh at you, or to sit there and mock you, and they just think that they're perfect. And guess what? Great, they're perfect then. But now they're not going to learn anything else in life, and their mission here is over. And now they're just sitting here laughing at everybody else, which they should probably fix. And if everybody listened to everybody's negative feedback and everyone's negative opinions, there would be nothing in this world. There would be no buildings, because all the builders would be like, too scared to even try to build, because they'd be like, the pros think that I'm embarrassing, and there would be like, the pros think that I'm not good enough, the pros are gonna laugh at me because I make a mistake, and there would be no pros because they would be like, everyone's gonna think that my creations suck and that I'm bad at this. There would be no influencers because nobody would want to post because they'd be too scared. There'd be no singers because everybody would be too afraid to sing in front of other people because they're too scared to hear about other people's opinions. There'd be no teachers, no lawyers, no doctors, because everyone would be too scared to try. So everybody starts somewhere. You trying is just another thing that will benefit society. Okay, so it's really not that deep to try and make as many mistakes as you can, because mistakes are the best things ever. I have learned more from one mistake than I have ever learned from any of my successes, because the mistakes hit so hard whenever you make them. Like, if you are afraid to try something, it's because you care. You know, whenever like you have a test that you're like, it's like an online test and you're like, whatever, and you're just like not stressing at all, but then you have a class that you really want to pass and you're like, it's an in-person test and you're like, shit, like I'm so scared right now. That's because you care. You care. So mistakes are so important, and the fear of wanting to do something is so important to just like not ignore, but just embrace, because it means that this is something that you're passionate about, and being passionate about something is one of the most important things in the world, because so many people lack passion nowadays and they just feel like nothing, basically. Like, they just don't want to do anything, they don't care about things, they're just like, oh, I'll just take whatever job, I guess, because I don't really care. But wanting something and being passionate about something and caring about something is so rare and so vital. And so yeah, like, I've made some really humiliating mistakes in my jobs, working with kids, yeah, just like things, and I'm like, why'd I do that? Like, that's so cringe. And thinking I'm actually eating it up, and then looking back and being like, bruh. But mistakes show that you changed and that you learn, and that's the whole point of opportunities and this life. It's just to learn. And if you are like, why'd I do that? That's so cringe. That means that you learned. That means that you wouldn't do that anymore, and now you're in a better place, and that you know what you're doing, and that you've learned, and you've come so far and so much closer to your end goal, and that is such a good thing. And the last thing is that a lot of people don't really want success. They just want validation. They feel such a hunger and thirst for validation, and they're not really willing to put in the work for actual success. I know this guy who doesn't really get validated by his parents, and he's building a company, and he just really wants validation. So he won't actually do the things. He will just sit there and tell people that he's doing this. Like, he'll be like, guys, like, I got this big like company launch, and like everything's going so well, and everyone's like, congratulations. And he just wants that. Like, he's so hungry for validation that it doesn't really matter if things are going right or not, as long as people think that they're going correctly and everybody thinks that he's succeeding, he's happy, he's good. You know what I mean? Like, that's job complete, because everybody is jealous of him, you know? Like, he needs that validation, and you need to be able to get over your need and desire for validation, because if you're just out there searching for validation all the time, you're not going to get anywhere, because at one point people are going to stop caring about what you're doing. People aren't going to show the same care every single time. Some people are going to care a lot, and then all other times people are not going to care. One person might care a lot one day, and they're not going to care the next day. And if you're constantly looking for validation from other people and not yourself, you're not going to care about your end product. As long as other people are like, yay, good job, you're going to be like, okay, period. Like, I don't care to succeed. I just care for people to tell me that I'm awesome. So to wrap up all our points, the first thing, you don't need to never make mistakes and to be so perfect, because that's just not it. Like, you need to be able to make mistakes and embrace it. The second thing, you have to stop fearing everyone's judgment. The third thing is to be able to accept help from other people. The fourth thing is to stop craving everyone's validation. And yeah, that was actually it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this helps, and I hope this gives you a new outlook on life, or maybe a little bit of a different outlook on life. I don't know. I have to pee really bad, so I'm gonna go. Bye.